came in. Taramps HD 3000, 4 ohms. Yes, sir. Got the dang. This one. Got a manual. And oh, I put it over here. And a sticker, a little sticker. That's okay. Actually, I got this through Amazon warehouse, so evidently someone sent it back. This back plate feels spongy, but I guess that's the way it is. So we'll hook it up, make sure it works and stuff here in a little bit. I've been on the roof working all day, so I'm a little tired. But as soon as it cools down a little bit outside, I'm going to go hook this thing up. I only got a 100 amp inline fuse at the moment. I got some 150s coming tomorrow, because I'm only going to run it at 8 ohms, because I only got, can't really see too good, and the lighting here in this room sucks, but anyway, you guys have seen this before. This is my 4 ohm American bass, and I can wire it in series, then parallel to the amp, get 8 ohms until I get another one of these, and then I can run it at 4 ohms. I wanted the 1 ohm, so I could run the one sub at 2 ohms, and then one when I got the other sub. Maybe I'll buy another one of these when I get the money. But I got a so-so deal on this, you know. The 1 ohm did come available like the next night, but before I could cancel the order on this one, somebody had already snagged it. So it's all right. I can run my sub at 8 ohms. That's the same thing I would have had to do with the 1 ohm. I would have had to run it at 2 ohms. And that's the same thing. It would have been 2025 watts, same as this is running at 8 ohm, 2025 watts. It just takes more voltage to run the 8 ohms. That's all. That's the only thing about it. I'm going to get a secondary battery this week too, to hook up. But right now I'm just going to run stock tonight. Leave the car running, of course, because I don't want the voltage to drop below 12.6, because I heard that's bad for these. But just to see how it sounds, you know, I'm only going to put the multimeter at set it at 1,000 watts, even though that sub's rated at 1,500, just to see how it does, you know. But as soon as I get another one of the subs, like I said, I can run it at 4 ohms and get the 3,000 watts out of it if I run both subs in series and parallel to the amp. Anyway, I'll add more to the video as soon as I get outside and hook this thing up. It looks in fairly good condition though. Before I go, it's got the clipping monitor right here, so that's good. It's got all the stuff to it. It don't look ragged out. So anyway, I'll show you guys the rest and how it sounds as soon as I get it going. Hey dudes, I'm back. Ain't been on in a minute. I sold that old Ignite amp. It was a good amp though. I ain't saying nothing bad about it. It was good enough to break my sub in, and it was what I could afford at the moment. So anyway, I did get a Taramps 3000. I got one through Amazon warehouse. It's in good condition though. So I got a discount on it. It's only a 4 ohm, which my sub is a 4 ohm, so I'm having to run my sub in series parallel to the amp to make it 8 ohms. But this amp does 2025 watts at 8 ohms and 3000 at 4. And if I get another sub, just like the 4 ohm sub that I got now, I can just run it in series also, and that'll bring both of them down to 4 ohms, which I'll get to 3000 watts. But the sub's only rated at 1500 watts RMS, so I had it at 1000 today. I tested it out, and it was good, but it wasn't like, you know, I needed more depth, more punch to it. So, but it didn't get hot. The protect didn't come on. I set it with a multimeter, you know, and running at 8 ohms is high volts, you know. I mean, I think it was like 84 volts to do that, and I ain't got but my stock alternator and battery. The battery's in the trunk, by the way. But I do plan on buying another battery this week, you know. Oh, and I did also order some more fuses, because I only had a 100 amp fuse for the Ignite amp. Taramps recommends a 150 amp fuse, so that's what I got. When I do get the other sub, I'll get the 300 amp fuse, because then I'll be running 3000 watts. But I think the 150 amp fuse would be sufficient to run the sub, because I have the amp set at 1500 watts. I did the power times resistance and at 1500 RMS, and I think it's like 109 volts or something. Still high, you know what I mean? But surprisingly, I mean, the sub does get a little warm if you play like 5 or 6 songs hardcore, and so does the amp. But it's got a smart cooler and all that, so I'll go ahead and show you as soon as I figure out how to flip this thing around here. Anyway, I couldn't get the phone to flip around, but I got it now. So here's the amp I got. I know it's upside down, but that's how my powering was already wired in the back for the Ignite amp, you know. So I got that 150, and I got new terminals like I told you guys, instead of just wiring them on there straight, you know. So I was real careful about putting it in there. I got 4 gauge, you know. I'm gonna get some reducers and run 0 gauge when I get the other battery and stuff. Let's see, I got this in series. Hold on. See, both coils going together here. All right, and then from there, the positive from this coil and the negative from that coil, from the negative from this coil and the positive from this coil, running to the positive and negative on the amp. You know, it's got a smart cooler fan on it and stuff. I'll show you guys I can do this one-handed. Give me a sec. Here's the old. No, that's the other. I ordered 250 amps. Here's the old 100 amp one. If it'll focus, there you go. But yeah, and I use my multimeter. I always do. And the good thing about these amps that I like is they have that clip indicator. Oh yeah, I got it. I did hook that thing up in here too. It's right there. You know what I mean? So that's always good. So I can see, you know, you know how like you get into jamming and stuff, and you're like, man, I just want to hear a little bit louder, and then you crank it, but you know it's probably distorting, but you're not for sure, so you just keep going. Well, this, at least you'll see it. Like I got it set at 40 on the volume on the head unit, but if I go like 41, 42, that clip light starts flashing, you know. So I'll just keep it it's decent for what it is right now. You know, that box is tuned high and everything. It's, I guess, 40, 41 hertz. But once I get another 10-inch sub, I plan on building back here, having both subs in a sealed box this way with the motor sticking back that way. And then the front part will be ported, so it'll be a 4th order. And I want to get, if I can afford it, I'll get the plexiglass and go across the front of it and stuff with the port there. You know, I'll build it out back to, see, back to here's somewhere about where, almost where this box ends, but it'll be straight across, and both subs inverted and a sealed, 2 sealed box, probably 2 cubes per sub. I mean, 1.5 per sub for the sealed, and then it'll probably be 2 cubes per sub. Well, it'll be one large area, probably 4 cubes for the port area. I don't know. I'll have to do it on the box spec thing. Anyway, I'm gonna do a demo, show you how it sounds now, and see what you think. Oh, and I do plan on getting the Smart 3 down the road, but I don't know. I mean, if I run this at 4 ohms, I might like it and just use it, because I mean it's working fine for me. All right, we're gonna check out. Let's see. How about? Teller, swerving. Hello, Metascope, babe. Hey. Oh shit, I feel fucking wind coming out. One more 10, boy. Yeah. What I'm talking about. One more 10, run that thing 2,000, boy. Let me apply the truss, see what it's looking like. Get rid of that. I got just like that. I mean, it's everything. So, I'll keep it colder, you know. And see, either was a sub. Yeah, boy. That thing hitting there. Let's turn this car off, let it cool down. That's why I run the car when I do it, because I ain't got but, you know, stock alternator and a regular battery, but you know what I mean, I don't want to run it without the car running. That'll kill that battery quick. This is, you know, this thing's a high voltage freaking amplifier. Anyway, I enjoy that. You guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna keep making more videos, keep upgrading. Pretty soon I'll have that 4th order and another freaking 10, then eventually move up to some 12s, baby, you know. But for now, I don't mind this 10. This thing pounds, man. This American Bass ain't nothing but the truth, dog. You know what I mean? That box ain't the greatest, man. I mean, it was just something to get me by with, but I'm not gonna waste my time building one until I get another one of these, and then I'll build what I was telling you all about. But hell yeah, I like that amp, man. And she ain't even, not even, like, barely warm, you know what I mean? That thing was just pounding. I mean, I know you guys couldn't hear it like I could, but man, there was even wind coming out the side window, you know? So if I built that 4th order with 2 of these and put the full potential of this amp at 3,000, well, you know what I mean? But after I get it like that, you know how it goes. It'll never be better enough. I'll keep wanting more and more and more. Anyway, until the next one, bros. Later. Hell yeah, boy.